Welcome back. Well, Big Blue Couch Coaching is making its way back to Fargo.
We want to welcome Mandy Anderson, CEO and co-founder, back into the studio to tell us 3 reasons why we should be at their Beautiful Wholeness event. And welcome back to the show. Last time we had you here was August?
It was August, I believe, so time flies. It's great to be back. Thanks.
So talk a little bit about how the last event went here in Fargo.
The last event was probably one of our best Beautiful Wholeness events ever. It was a really tight-knit group of people, and so we were really able to help the women really get clear on what they wanted and get the coaching that they wanted. So we're excited to bring it back, and we have people already coming from Minnesota, and so it's kind of fun moving to this side of the state. So
will this event be different? Will there be different topics covered than the first one?
That's such a great question. We always get asked that, and we have a format that we follow for every Beautiful Wholeness event that we do. However, it's totally run by who's in the room. So whatever questions that they have that day, especially in the afternoon, could take us into a totally different direction than maybe what we did the last time. And also, I mean, with personal growth, every time you go, you're at a different level, so you hear things differently than maybe the first time, and maybe you're catching things that you weren't ready for the time before. So it's always different, even though it might sound like it's the same thing.
And oh, go ahead.
So for people that haven't been to one of your events, like if you can just sort of paint the picture, because I'm trying to visualize what I'm partaking in, what is it exactly?
Sure. So it's kind of similar to like a John Maxwell coaching event, or something along the lines of what maybe Brene Brown would teach for women on vulnerability. However, it's an entire day of life coaching and really giving them the skills that they need to transform their lives and their relationships. We go over conflict resolution. We talk about letting go of those negative thoughts and those lies and labels that keep you from moving forward. And we really have all types of women in the room. We have women who have been working on personal growth for years, and they're going after their goals and really making results. And then we have women who it's the first time they've ever thought about, hey, I want something different or new, or maybe they want to go after that thing they've always kind of had in the back of their mind. So it's a wide range of women of every walk of life. That's why we say it's the event for every woman. So it's really a fun day that goes from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. with a lot of breaks so that you have time to absorb what you're learning.
And we asked you this last time, and you were pretty open in sharing how you were inspired to start this. You've had your own personal struggles. Can you share those once again with us?
Well, I was born with cystic fibrosis, which is a genetic disease that affects your respiratory and digestive system. And so learning how to overcome that victim status that gets put on you when you have a disease as a little kid has really been a lifelong journey. And then also going through losing my home to an apartment fire, overcoming 6 figures worth of debt with my husband. I mean, we've really had quite the journey, especially over the last decade, of overcoming circumstances that can tend to make you want to give up and just live a Groundhog Day type of life. And that's not what we did. We decided to work through it and make the best of everything that life threw at us. And then my best friend Rachel and I decided we want to take what we've learned and help other women, and starting to work with men to help them rise up and go after what they want as well.
I think what you said is so powerful, because it's hard for a lot of people to recognize, hey, I've had this label on me that's put me in your own words, position of a victim. So you said you overcame that. How did you overcome that? You
know, it's one of those things where I grew up with a great family, and so sometimes when people are like, you know, they hear that I felt like I had this victim status over me, they're surprised by it, because my family taught me to always go after my dreams and to be responsible. But I think there's something that every person who's ever gone through an illness or something like that, they know that in the back of their mind, there's that thought process. And so it really is training your brain to think positively and to push yourself to the next level, and to not give into the idea that just because you may have this thing to overcome, that you have to give up and just live a small life.
But I think what's so interesting about it is the fact that you said it was genetic. I mean, it's not like, so for some people they might say, well, you're not a victim, it was genetic.
Yep, exactly. And so but that victim status is something that people kind of have to make you feel like, well, I can't do this because I have CF, or I can't do this because of how I was born. And that's not true at all. You might have to work harder, but you can.
I love this. No matter how big the issue or small, you really cover it all and help people kind of get started in going the right direction.
Absolutely.
Okay, so one more time, tell us when this is happening, where, and how people get tickets.
Absolutely. It's happening on Saturday, November 17th at the Courtyard Marriott in Moorhead from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Early bird tickets are on sale right now until November 9th, and you can register and get all the details at bigbluecouchcoaching.com/beautiful wholeness.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Good luck with the event.
Thank you very much.
Coming up on today's show, it's never too early to talk about college prep. Find out what you need to know as a parent.